Hello, everyone. This is Pinky, the housewife, and I will be casting this on my second channel, Pink Global, as well. Thank you all for being here with me. I'm going to bring you some updates on this Shannon Sharpe situation. All right. So today is, what's today? Saturday. Oh, today is the weekend. So let me go ahead and get started for you. But before I do, let me go ahead and get some house rules out of the way for you guys. Let me have, first of all, let me welcome everybody to the Pink House. Thank you for coming to the Pink House. Make sure you hit that like button to keep me in the algorithm. So hit that like button. Really, it doesn't cost a thing. It's free to hit that. And it helps support the channel so YouTube can recommend it to more people. All right. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is free too. It's so that way next time I drop a new video or go live, you will be notified. All right. So, two things: hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to go ahead and thank you right now. And let me just show you my second channel, Pink Global. That's two words, all caps, Pink space Global. Go ahead and go over to that channel. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe and watch a video, hopefully a live video, so that way I can get that watch time. It's almost there to be monetized. I'm trying to get Pink Global monetized. I just need just um last I count, let me just see. On Pink Global, I needed let me 277 subscribers to get monetized. I'm almost there. Now that was when I that was in that was April 8, no, that was April 30th. So guys, that was that was 4 days ago. So it's probably better now. I haven't looked. But go ahead if you can. Help me with that to get Pink Global monetized. But thank you for coming to the Pink House. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. Let me just put up this warning, graphic text, okay, and images, because it could be a trigger for some people. All right. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, this is Shannon Sharpe. He is being sued by his ex girlfriend, Michele Evans, for SA during their relationship. And they had a very long relationship. I think it's 10 years or so. But, you know, allegedly. But instead of me going through it, I'm going to just go ahead and show you the video. Okay, I'm going to bring the information to you. So let me just go ahead and start. Um, what I want to do is start with this first. Just give me 1 second. Mm. I think everybody remember when Cat Williams was on Club Shay Shay. Okay, he was on Club Shay Shay, and this was last year, 2024. He actually spoke truth to power to me. Okay, and just let me say everything is alleged. This is my opinion, and I'm covered under the section my opinion, but also well, let me just put it up. I'm uncovered under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. So let me just put that up there. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So everybody, one of the most watched interviews of all times and social media. or YouTube, whatever, social media. It's one of the most watched, which is Cat Williams. And if you would, uh, Shannon Sharpe on a show, Club Shay Shay. All right. So let me just bring you this. This is, um, I think this is this. Well, let me just bring it to you. Let me see which one it is. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, that's Monique. I think this is it. Oh no, where is it? Just give me 1 second, guys. Here it is. Right.
I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming.
Okay, and we all remember this.
Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say? Mo,
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my
Let
life.
me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Dang.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah.
Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared to yes, I'm talking. And I know an old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I like
and she
red
don't
velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clack for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you. Okay?
Yeah.
Monique told him he needs to get himself a big woman that's going to take care of you. Look at Shannon saying, oh no. But Monique was right. You do need a woman your age that's going to take care of you. Yeah. Leave them little girls alone. You can't be fooling with these little girls. You know, she's younger than your kids. But I'm not going to even worry about it. Because you're going to do what you want. You're going to do what you're going to do. That's why you're in this situation. Okay. So that's why you're in the situation that you're in. Let's go over let's watch the video. Okay. We're going to watch the video. I'm going to bring it to you, which is his ex girlfriend that he had for a very long time, Michele Evans. They dated for a very long time. And I'll let her just explain to you what happened. Okay? In that relationship. And the information is with the U.S. Sun. That information will be down in my description box below the video. All right? All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to try to enlarge it so we can see the entire thing.
It was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand. We met in actually the press room at the Broncos, April of 2002. And but we didn't start talking until we met up at a club at Blue 67 in Denver. I don't know if anyone is listening from Denver, but yeah, we were at a club at the same time. We didn't go together. We just happened to both be there. And so he started talking to me, and he started pursuing me pretty heavily from then on. I resisted for a while because, I was a reporter, and I didn't want to mix the two. But he's very charming. And we dated until the 2010 incident. And then it came to abrupt end because I wanted, we were arguing and he was threatening me and stuff like that after, but I didn't see him again after he raped me.
What led up to that fight, that 2010 fight that you guys, I know that the argument ensued first before he allegedly raped you?
The argument was about the fact that he had removed one girl from his house and put another girl in his house and didn't tell me. And he had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating. So I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband. And I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have sex, and I told him no. I told him no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his penis in my mouth. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, this was all a struggle. So I had said no. And I said no, even though I was thinking that. And so it was the hardest. Yeah, this is too hard. I remember he got dressed and he knew what he did. And so, I just kind of escorted him out the door. And then I wasn't going to do anything about it.
Let me just say this, guys. I understand what she's saying. Never happened to me though, but it could be hard, and that's why we put the trigger warning up, because this could be difficult for a lot of people. It's not something to take lightly. Okay, so she's probably still dealing with it today, and same for Gabby, the OnlyFans model that he was dating and allegedly did the same to her as the ex assault to her as well. So I'm going to continue with the video for you.
You know, sometimes when you're with the person for a long time, it's hard for you to realize that they're being the perpetrator, even though you know it, you don't want to admit it, and there's so much going through your mind. But then he started coming at me. If I tell anybody, you know, he'll use everybody he knows to destroy me, which he basically has. And then he started making other threats against my life, threats. You know, he just was so worried that it would get out, and I wasn't going to do anything. But when he kept calling me at work, and when he kept, you know, just very aggressively behaving, and I could see it wasn't going to go away, and he said he was going to destroy me and he was going to kill me, and he told me he was watching me and all that. I just went and got a protective order. I'd had enough. And unfortunately, shortly after, he doxed me and my address got out, and I had somebody stop by my apartment, which had a door that led right to the side. It was basically on the sidewalk. And somebody came up to my door and said, "Shut up," screamed it at the top of their lungs. And I had my daughter in there right there. And I was like, oh, no. And so I went and I dropped it, because also at my house, not my apartment, my house, at my house, somebody came to my house and sat out front of, in the driveway while my daughter was there alone. Someone came to my house, someone came to my apartment, and after my daughter called me, that's when I went straight there.
So after you rescinded the restraining order, was there any other weird stuff, or did it kind of just die down?
It died down. I tried to move on with my life. We may have talked, I think, once or twice. But then he started going on television. He came to my job, Turner Broadcasting, went on TV at CNN, and it was my job to put the videos from up to YouTube for CNN. That was part of my job. So I'm putting up this video, and here I see Shannon at my job talking about.
You know what, to me, guys, what she's describing to me, I'm not a doctor, I'm not even in the medical field, but what she's describing to me is a disturbed person, a very disturbed person. The person seems like they're not wound too tight in the head. Seems like a little looseness is going on in the head. A pattern sounds just like with the young 19-year-old. And he wants her to get rid of her husband for him. And he has not been faithful anyway. But she was married. Why would you be fooling around with a man when you got a whole husband and a child at home? You got a family. Risk your family for a man, your family life, your life of your family for a man that you know is fooling around with other women too. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe in her way of thinking during that time, and maybe his way of thinking during that time, but he's not even thinking correctly right now. And he's an old man. He's 56 years old. And he's still doing the same thing he did back when they was dating. This Shannon he's not growing up in the head. He's still got that young childish mind. And very controlling. This is not the first allegation or the second, but he's very controlling. Sounds like he's a narcissist. And I'm not even, I'm, I'm just a housewife. And I can look at the fact that he's a narcissist. He wants everything his way or the highway. He's very controlling. And everything have to be on his time frame, around his schedule. You do what he say. He doesn't take no for an answer. Oh my God. I couldn't put up with him for one day. The first words out of his mouth that didn't sound right. I've been kicked him to the door because he wouldn't even be at the door. Oh, somebody, y'all need to leave. Each their own.
Domestic violence, and the co-host mentioned that, oh, you had one that was just totally dropped, made it look like the police dropped it. Not that I had gone down and withdrawn it. It created a picture that wasn't accurate, and that was a very hostile work environment.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little like sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he raped you?
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. Atlanta has a problem with corruption.
I get it. She was afraid for her life. Prayers go out to her that she continue to get the help that she needs, because no woman should have to go through what she went through, what the 19-year-old Gabby went through. No woman, no matter whether you're with him or anybody else, no woman have to go through this, to be treated like that, like you are like he owns you, like your life doesn't mean nothing to you because it's all about him, like he's the king of the world or something. He is pathetic. I hate to say it. I used to like to watch his show. I did not know what was behind those eyes until now. But everybody is proven innocent, and everybody is innocent until proven guilty, should I say, the correct way. But still, this is a little much for any woman to take. And I feel uh, prayers go out and to any woman that had to go through anything like this. And I'm glad she's speaking up. I'm glad uh, Gabby is speaking up. I'm glad women speaks up. But you, when a person tell you he's going to unalive you, you know what he just did to you, and then allegedly, and then he tells you he's going to unalive you, and then he's powerful. He has people. He knows a lot of people. Of course, you're going to be quiet until you can make sense of it when it's time to be safe. Can nobody tell you when to come out, when to tell your story? Why didn't you report it? They can say that because they're not in your shoes. It's not being done to them. But it's a totally different story when you've been traumatized by a big narcissist like himself. And then they tell you they're going to unalive you. Then they tell you you better not go to the police or anything because I know this person and I know. Oh gosh, that's like terror on top of pain on top of suffering, pain on top of. Oh gosh, this is, like I said, guys. Nobody knows what she went through. Okay, but her. So you cannot tell a person, why didn't you do this? Okay.
Down there, and I was too scared to go to the police because when this happens, you're not you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of rape victims make, to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with. But back then, no. Definitely not crazy. And to see him paint me the way that he did, first off, I'm not somebody crawling out of the woodwork to talk about my connection with him like he insinuated in his statement. I've been out. I've been suing him.
What's your message to his latest accuser, who's been doxing? What would you say to her if you can send a message to her?
I pray for you. I have been there. I've been dealing with this for 15 years, so I know what you're going through.
Okay, guys. Like I said, that is a lot for anybody. And I hope that she's getting the help that she needs. And I hope Gabby, 19-year-old, is getting the help that she needs as well. So we're going to move on with the next story. And let me just say, I think she's 53. Let me just see. I think she is 53. Let me just see how old she is. I think she is 53. Yeah, she is 53. Michele Evans is 53 years old. And she recounts the allegations she made in a bombshell exclusive interview with The Sun. Okay. Let me, and this is what he should have been doing, dating a grown woman. See, like this one here. She got, she's a singer. she would have had something to lose. You see what I'm saying? He should have been dating some grown women. Let me see, can I give her some music here? Look at there. See there? See, that's what he should have been doing, dating a grown woman. Or doing what Monique said, get you some big women that's going to take care of you, rub them feet, cook for you. Yeah, but no, he wants to go around and play with somebody this age. You can tell she's a kid. She's just a kid. She's thinking with a kid brain. Well, young person's brain. And he's a man of authority. He's like her granddaddy or a daddy. So that's all I got to say about that one. But let me just show you this. Like I said, I'm going to bring it to you today. And he stepped down from his duties, right? Here we go. Let me make sure that's it. Yes, it is. This is with NBC News. A little short clip for you. Here we go, guys.
All allegations against him are, quote, false and disruptive. Sharpe has denied all allegations. A representative for the plaintiff could not immediately be reached for comment. Shannon Sharpe says he's temporarily stepping down from his ESPN duties. He says the sexual assault allegations against him are, quote, false and disruptive. Sharpe has denied all allegations. A representative for the plaintiff could not immediately be reached for comment. Shannon Sharpe says he's temporarily stepping down from his ESPN duties. He says the sexual assault allegations against him are, quote, false and disruptive.
Okay, guys. As you see, he's stepping down. Well, he stepped down a couple days ago. Okay? Yeah, a couple days ago. But anyway, he's stepping down from his position, and I don't think they're gonna let him come back. Not after this. If you have looked at this, this is coming. This is Shannon Sharpe. Okay, he put this out there. And if you look at this, this is very disturbing. It says, only if you put that baby gravy in me, then I can do whatever I want to, then I can do whatever I want to me. Text from Gabby to Shannon Sharpe, November the 23rd, 2023. I want to put my tongue in your, you know what, hole, and then marry you. Oh my God. Text from Gabby to Shannon, January the 12th, 2024. That's my daddy. F. I want you to put a big black baby in me. Text from Gabby to Shannon, August 6th, 2024. You better crave it because you are going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Oh my God. And text from Gabby to Shannon, August 11th, 2024. Oh my God, y'all see that? Do y'all see that? And this is from Gabby. And that's Gabby to Shannon. So you got Gabby and Shannon talking about the baby gravy that she wants and a big black baby in me. I guess if he put the gravy in her, she get pregnant with him and having a baby. She's calling it the big black baby, I guess because he's a big person. I hope that's what she meant. And not something just even worse, because that's worse enough. This continue into 2024, guys. And there are more texts. This is just some of them. You can watch one of my, I think, a video I did maybe maybe two days ago or 3 days ago, and you can hear the whole thing. I did read the entire the documents on it from the courts. So this is a little too much. Seems like he's recording himself. He records their situation. But at least I put a grown woman. This is a grown woman here. Okay. We don't do those little kids for you, Shannon. I know that's what you like. But you should have listened to what Monique said to you. Monique was telling you. Monique told you. You should have listened. Okay? It's good to listen sometime. Not everybody want to listen, but it's a good thing. Wow, you should have listened to what you was told by Cat Williams. You wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. Let me The last thing I want to do, we're going to go to TikTok, because like I always said, TikTok, they be on point. You know, there's no way people can express themselves the way TikTok, people on TikTok do. And yes, I do have a TikTok. You all can follow me on my TikTok as well. Under the same thing, Pinkie the Housewife. Okay, but let me just pull up TikTok for you. All right, guys, and I do make sure you all hit that like button as we get into. And let me before I do this, I'm gonna show you all a video that Shannon Sharpe. Remember, he said he want to spend some time with his family. Okay, remember that he was saying that when he did this live here. When he did this live right here, he said he want to spend some time. He's going to take time off and uh, spend time with his family. But to me, I don't think he's spending time with his family. To me, Shannon is out here dancing up a storm. Oh, let me mute it. Let me mute it for the sound. Okay. This is Shannon here. You see him in the white shirt and the what is that? Red looking pants or whatever color pants. Shannon Sharpe is hitting the electric slide. That big old man, look at him dancing. That don't look like you spending time with your family, Shannon. That look like you out there dancing. Yeah, that's you dancing there. That's not spending time with your family. Okay? Not in my book. And that was with the shade room, guys. The shade room. So you can go look at that. I'll have that down in my description box below my video. So if you want to go back and look at that one. And let me let's talk about let's look at this one here. This is one I do want to show you. Okay. Let me bring it to you. This is with the hip hop. Oh, I can't see it as good because I'm too far away. The hip hop fresh daily. The hip hop fresh daily. And I have that information down in my description box. Sorry about that. I just couldn't see it that good. Let me go ahead. Let's start it. Wait. Oh, wait. I got to do it. Start it back over.
Gabriella allegedly told Shannon, let's back up. She sent Shannon a text, Art, and she said, I need $10,000. She sends Shannon a PayPal link for $10,000. Uncle Shay Shay says, I don't hit the Cash App. I got 10 grand for you when I see you. Gabriella says, I need it now. I'm broke. Uncle Shay Shay said, I'm not sending you no money electronically. 10K when I see you. So guess what she does, Art? Gabriella tells Shannon, take a picture of the 10,000 and text it to me. Guess what she was doing, Art? When she asked Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the $10,000, she was setting him up right then. She was setting him up with the 10K. What do I mean, Art? Prostitution is illegal in Clark County, Nevada. Prostitution is illegal in most states. So the reason she wanted Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the money so she could have him arrested for solicitation of prostitutions. She plays dirty, brother. She plays dirty. She was lining up her ducks already when she said, send me what black man you know, Art, going to send a 19-year-old OnlyFans snow bunny a picture of $10,000. You know what that looks like? It looks like I'm paying you for sex. That's prostitution. Puffy is being accused of that. R. Kelly was convicted of that. And the other thing she tried to get him on, Art, is the Mann Act. The Mann Act is a federal law that makes it illegal to transport women across state lines for purposes of sex. When Shannon Sharpe relocated to Las Vegas from Los Angeles, she followed him. When Shannon Sharpe relocated from California to Nevada, she followed him. If she could show that she was paid to cross state lines to have sex with this ex-NFL superstar, he could be accused of breaking federal law. See, the Mann Act, Art, was created in 1910. And guess why the federal government created the Mann Act? To try to incarcerate the first black heavyweight champion, Jack Johnson. Remember, Jack Johnson was our first popular snow bunny hopper, right? He was the first black man who openly, even before it was acceptable, openly ran around the world with white girls. And so the U.S. Congress, 2 years after he became heavyweight champion of the world, 2 years after Jack Johnson became heavyweight champion of the world, the U.S. Congress created the Mann Act. He became champion in 1907, 1908. They passed the Mann Act in 1910. And by the way, Art, the Mann Act is also known as the White Slave Traffic Act. The White Slave Traffic Act. So she tried to get Shannon Sharpe to send her a picture of the money, Art, so she could get him arrested for prostitution, state charge in Nevada, and so she could get him arrested on the Mann Act, the White Slave Traffic Act, federal crime. She was playing dirty. But Shannon didn't fall for it. So guess what she does? She decides, I'm going to record the next sex act that we have. Gabriella allegedly told Shannon, let's back up.
Oh, oh my God. Guys, like just remember, everything is allegedly. It's alleged, okay? Mm, mm, mm. That was too much. That, whoo, I tell you guys, he's stepped his foot all the way in situations. He is in what we call situations. Mhm. He has stepped himself all in situations. And let me just show you one last more before we go, guys. One more. And you're going to see what a lot of people talk about. He got a temper. Temper. Watch this. Let me
Who that?
take it back.
Shut the fuck up.
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door.
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door.
Who that?
Shut the fuck up.
Y'all see that? This is not the first time he was live, and he was at the news station. They was live, and he was distracted by something off camera where someone was over to the side, and he was on the live with what's his name, Stephen, his friend is Stevens, whatever. I don't want to say the last name wrong, but anyway, and somebody distracted him, and you could see he was disturbed about the situation that was going on over to the side of him. And I did have that, and I don't have it now, and I don't feel like pulling it up. I'll drop it later for you. But guys, I do want to thank you all. I want to thank you all for being here, for supporting the channel. Make sure before you leave, do one thing for me. Hit that like button, and subscribe to my channel. I do thank you all for everything that you have done. I do thank you. And we're gonna be going now. Y'all make sure you have a good night and sleep tight. Okay? Thank you guys.